The story of Donald Trump, a leader who cannot be ignored. Introduction. There are people who are loved and hated at the same time. Their name sparks heated debates at every table. Their actions inspire and outrage. But one thing is certain: they change history. One of those people is Donald John Trump, businessman, showman, president, and at the same time a symbol of contradictions. For some he is a hero, for others an enemy, but no one can remain indifferent to him. 1. Childhood and early ambitions. Donald was born in 1946 in New York into the family of real estate developer Fred Trump. From an early age, he had a rebellious character. In school, he often broke rules, so his parents sent him to a military academy. Instead of breaking him, strict discipline shaped his character. He realized that order and toughness could be the foundation of power. 2. Entering business. At 20, Donald enrolled at the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania. There he realized he wanted more than just continuing his father's business. He once said, "I always thought big." If you're going to dream about skyscrapers, not small houses. Soon he took over his father's company and transformed it into an empire, the Trump Organization, focusing on luxury real estate, skyscrapers, hotels, casinos. The name Trump became a brand of ambition and extravagance. 3. Rise and collapse. Trump was not only a master of deals, but also of risk. In the 1980s, he became one of the most famous businessmen in America. His buildings in New York shone with golden letters. His lifestyle was breathtaking: yachts, airplanes, luxury everywhere. But the 1990s brought crisis. His casinos and hotels sank into debt. Many thought it was the end. But where others saw collapse, Trump saw a restart. He restructured his debts, rose again, and restored his name at the top. 4. Television fame. In 2004, the whole world saw him in The Apprentice. The phrase, "You're fired," became the symbol of Trump's tough style. He turned his personality into a brand. He was no longer just a businessman, but an icon of American success. 5. Politics and the presidency. Few believed Trump would seriously enter politics. When he announced his candidacy for president, the media laughed. But in 2016, the impossible happened. He won the election and became the 45th President of the United States. For some, he was a savior, a man of the people, who spoke directly and broke the old rules. For others, a threat to democracy, unpredictable and too harsh. 6. Trump's philosophy of leadership. Why is he still considered a leader? Courage to go against the system. He did not fear to criticize what others treated as untouchable. Charisma and bluntness. His words were harsh, but filled with power. The image of a winner. Even in defeat, he found ways to show it was only temporary. The ability to divide and unite at the same time. He became a mirror of society. Some saw in him their fears, others their hopes. Leadership is not always about being liked. Leadership is about moving the masses, making people think, and forcing them to choose a side. 7. Legacy and lesson. Donald Trump is a lesson in never being afraid to be yourself, even when the world screams that you are wrong. His life is a chain of rises and falls, but each time he stood up and kept going. Philosophical conclusion: leadership is not perfection. Leadership is the ability to stand in the middle of a storm and not break. It is the strength to accept both hate and love and still move forward. Final thought. The story of Donald Trump is the story of a man who turned his last name into a brand, his business into an empire, and his showmanship into political power. He can be criticized, He can be adored, but he cannot be ignored, because he is one of the most influential leaders of our time.